Hello once again. Today's video is about stem cleaning. Actually, I have a method that I really use for my pipe for preserving the old oxidative stems, and it is composed from 4 steps. You can abbreviate it to 3. This method usually is a follow-up to the bleaching process. So I'm gonna mention the steps, the 4 steps, in a short term, uh, hoping that you're gonna make use of it. Normally, this method is used for reviving the stems that have already passed away from 3 to 6 months with oxidative marks from saliva and sunlight. Bleaching can be dangerous sometimes due to poor reaction of some of the stems material to the bleaching. So I would recommend this one if the first one doesn't work. So what you're gonna need is that you're gonna need washing powder. Tide will do the purpose. Okay. You're gonna need toothpaste, normal one. You're gonna need polish paste. Okay, this one is not essential in this step, but I prefer to use it. And you're gonna need, last but not least, the olive oil. Okay. Also a strong feeling sponge. Okay. And buffing cloth. So the first step, actually we're gonna think about a pipe. Alright, so you take the stem. Actually, this one is not that much dirty. I just smoked this one. So what you're gonna need to do is that first of all, you add some water to the cleaning powder until you make it pasty, not to make it over wet, and then you just dip in your cloth into the washing powder, and then you start wiping off your stem vigorously. Okay. And then you just keep on doing it in a longitudinal motion. Okay, just to clean up all the residues and all the stains that comes up on the stem. Okay, and then after that you just wipe up the stem and clean it by a clean tissue. Second step is that you apply for the toothpaste upon the stem. You just cover up the whole stem, and then you start wiping off vigorously in the same pattern. So you just do it longitudinally in a very fast movement, and then it's a very vigorous one. I'm sure you're gonna remove a large amount of all the stains and bad materials that you don't like to be on your stem. And after that you just wipe it off. Okay, by a clean tissue or piece of cloth. Now comes to the benefit of the toothpaste is that it helps to reduce the bad effect of the cleaning powder for the taste on the stem. And secondly, the stains you have on your stem is coming from saliva and teeth marks. So what is better than the toothpaste to remove those? So comes to the last step. I'm sorry, the third one, which is essential, but it's not compulsory. You can use the polishing paste. Okay, and just rub off all the stem with the polishing material. There are so many polishing materials in the market. I'm using this one. It's not really Deni Kotia. It's German one. So you just wipe it off. Okay, and then by the use of your buffing cloth, I prefer to use the special buffing cloth for the pipe, and then you start wiping off in the same motion once again. Okay, you just wipe it off, and then you just apply this layer of the polishing to fill all the holes, okay, and remove what's left of the stains. And then after you finish your buffing with the rough cloth, you use the soft one and then clean off by wiping off all the residues that left from the polishing material. By this you will have a clean pipe and really smooth and nice to be looked at. Last step is, which is the, for me it's the most important one, is the olive oil. You use the olive oil by adding little bit, maybe 4 drops to 3 drops on the stem, or maybe you can do it by the tip of your finger, and you just wipe it off like this. You start rubbing the mouthpiece, and that's it. You leave it for a few minutes, uh, 3 to 5 minutes. It will do the purpose. And last but not least, a clean piece of cotton or a tissue. You just wipe off all the olive oil. I'm doing these steps very fast because it's hard to upload a long video for a complete process. And then the thing about olive oil is that it's gonna fill up the left of the pores inside the surface of the stem, and it will give a good taste for me as a personal experience. And last but not least, it will give a long lasting shine when you preserve your pipe, and that will help to keep the shine even with the effect of direct sunlight, because I don't like to store my pipes in a drawer or something like that. I have them on the racks and they are directly applied to sunlight. So this one gonna do the purpose. Each step have to be done for at least 5 minutes, starting from the washing powder to the toothpaste, the polishing cream, so to speak. And then after that, this way, for my personal experience, if you rotate your pipe in a reasonable way, it's gonna last, the stem gonna be last for 3 to 6 months. The last thing I would like to share is that after you finish your smoking, sorry, yeah, after you finish your smoking in each pipe in the end of the day, what you do is that you just bring your buffing cloth, as there will be residues from your polishing paste. Okay, if you don't have a polishing paste, still it's okay, you can use a normal cloth, and then you just wipe off your stem vigorously, and then you add a few drops of olive oil once again, and then you repeat the same process, and you just wipe it off by a tissue and store it again. This will preserve this whole long process of cleaning. I hope this one was useful for you, and I would welcome any suggestion to add. Thank you for watching. See you again.